Welcome back to Crazy Ball TV. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Please share, subscribe, like, help us out. Keep the subs up, keep the likes up, share us all over the platforms, get our name out there. Anyway, guys, thank you so much again. Preview, EPL is back, Liverpool is back. And today's the 31st. Next week is next week. Tomorrow, 1st April is gonna be crazy. The amount of games that we have to play, I think it's only one match that is gonna be 5 days in between. Every other match is gonna be 3 days. All right, I will show you guys the crazy April schedule that we have. Talking about April Fool, it does not even make it justice. But anyway, EPL is back. There's going to be a lot of fun games. Of course, Liverpool is playing Watford, City is going to Burnley. I mean, it's going to be crazy. This month will break or make Liverpool or City. People are also forgetting Chelsea. Chelsea is also going for a double. They could win an FA Cup and they could win the Champions League. That's a double, back-to-back Champions League. So this month is going to be crazy. It's not just City and Liverpool. Also we have to look at the teams in the bottoms. They are also going hard. So any team that is going to be playing any top team or teams, not even just Liverpool and City again, Arsenal, Man U, and Spurs. Don't forget West Ham. People tend to forget West Ham because they are not consistent lately, but don't forget about West Ham. So let's go. Let's focus about Liverpool. We talk about Liverpool news. We'll get to the other teams later. It seems like the whole squad is fit. The only one player that we are not sure yet is Trent. Trent, he had a hamstring issue. He couldn't go to the friendly matches for international break, so we are not sure. A lot of people are saying that he's back with the full squad training with the team, but some people say not yet. They still want to rush him, and Klopp does not rush a player. Against Watford, I think it'll be a stretch. With Lisbon, then yes, I see that, but not with Watford. So we will see where that goes. But everybody else, Naby also didn't go to international break. And they also say he had a knock on his knee. It was minor, but he should be back. I believe that he's back. Thiago also had a lot of niggling things, but I know he's back. So the club has the squad. The other guys who went to international break, they may be tired, but this is April. Even there's a quote from Thiago who said he was talking to his friends and he said he doesn't remember or ever felt such an important month in his whole football career. Like he hasn't seen a time where he doesn't even remember a time where every match is like a World Cup final, a Euro final. Like every match is a final for the team he's playing for. So it's exciting. Liverpool fans, I'm buzzing. This is what LFC is all about, championship, trophies. And, we competing. Even if you don't win, you always want to be that team that's competing. And if you don't win this year, you win next year. But this year, we're going for the quad. It's jogging quad season. You see what I'm saying? And also, we have to give a shout out to City. Pep and Klopp are doing something that has never been done in EPL history. Ferguson did his thing, but most of the time, Ferguson didn't have any challengers. Once in a while, he did get Wenger, but Wenger challenged him for 1 or 2 years, and then that was it. And then Mourinho came in, 2 years, gone. The only time he felt a lot more pressure was when City brought all that money, and City became consistently challenging him until he retired. But in terms of going for 5 years, even when Liverpool was not at the challenging for the EPL, we were still giving them problems. The man nearly ran away from Klopp, from Dortmund. The man wrote a book and dedicated a whole chapter to Klopp. This is the amount of respect these two gentlemen have for each other. The teams they built, regardless of, yes, we could talk about how City team is built on checkbook by Pep. And in Klopp, we know how Klopp does his. At the end of the day, you have to build a team and they have to win things. And that's what Pep has done. He's lacking the UCL, the big year trophy. He's going hard for it. So until he gets that, his job is not accomplished yet. Klopp, you know how he do it. He built it from the bottom up and take him to the top. The two teams, and I want to, give shout out to both managers or coaches, however you call them. What they've done, it's imaginable, because if it wasn't for Klopp and Pep, EPL will be useless. It'll be useless. It'll be boring, because the amount of teams that are not playing well, Manchester United, they will play well in one game and you don't see them again for another 10 games. Arsenal, they just started doing better. Chelsea, Tuchel came in and he got them grinding, but they are not consistent enough. Who else? Spursy. I mean, if it wasn't for these two teams, and the EPL right now is more competitive than before, yet if it wasn't for these two teams going at their throat, 98, 97, you could go undefeated, get 97, and still not win a league. How is that possible? I wanted to take this time and give a shout out to those two managers and shout out to both teams. But you guys know, LFC, that's what we're riding for. This is the month. We're going for the quad. After this, you probably think I'm going to be talking so much mess out to them, because this is the time. This is the time for LFC to stand up and build something. Because if we win this quad, Manchester United fans, Arsenal fans, even City fans, the Centurions are not going to be able to speak. When we speak, they shut up. That's how important this thing is. But let's get back to business. So LFC is going to play Watford. We know our lineup. The way I'm thinking is going to be Alisson. I think it's going to be Gomez. And then he's going to have Matip. He's going to have VVD, Robo or Tsimikas. But Robo was injured before he left. Or I think they say he was ill. But it's going to be one of them too. So midfield, of course, Thiago. I know Thiago is going to play. I would rather have Henderson play the 6 and then have Jones play with them. And then maybe in the 55 minutes, 60 minutes, you bring in Keita and Flacco. Because I don't want Flacco to overwork himself, but this match is going to be way too much matches. He just came back from Brazil. So I would rather have Henderson play the 6, and then maybe in 55, 60 minute, Klopp can make some changes. Up top, I want to see Bobby. He hasn't played in a while. I want to see Jota. He's hot right now. He's the reason why Portugal's made it to the World Cup. And then Salah. Salah is a man possessed. He's mad. He didn't make it to the World Cup. So, his mind, he needs games. Rest Mane a little bit, bring him off the bench. Rest Diaz, also bring him off the bench. And then we got Origi, who could also come up. So, right now, Liverpool, we stuck. And I'm not even going to worry about the lineup, as long as Klopp does not overthink it and just keep it simple as he has so far. Sometimes he tends to do some things to be like, Klopp, what are you doing? So I hope right now, this month is going to be where we will see whether his, because he's been doing great with his lineup and rotation. So this month is going to be, he has to even be perfect, because one little mistake and it's done. Okay, so I'm expecting us to play well against Watford, because we played at Anfield. And Watford, they're struggling to score goals, but they are still defensively better than before. When you're dealing with Roy Hodgson, he likes to organize his team very defensively. So they're going to be really packed. It's not going to be as easy as people think it's going to be. We will have to work our behind off, because guess what? If we win that match, 3 points, we go over City. Even if it's for an hour and a half or 30 minutes, we're going over City. So there's going to be a lot of pressure on the guys. They're going to be a little bit jittery until they calm down. So that's why we need the fans. The fans has to be on fire. It has to feel like European nights. So we would need the fans. The team would need the fans this month. It has to be a pandemonium. Like Anfield, every single minute has to be rocking before and after the game. Whoever is coming there has to feel the strength and power of Anfield. Every game has to feel like Euro night. I know Klopp has tried to replicate European nights, but it doesn't work. But this is the month that we have to do it. So I'm expecting that to be, I'm not going to give you the score, but I'm expecting Liverpool to win. So we go from there. But looking at all the other matches, before we even get to the other matches, this is what I want you guys to see. Look at this. Look at what is going to conspire in April. Starting on Saturday, people, look at this. Watford, Lisbon, City, back to Lisbon, City for effing, Man U, Everton. And then, of course, what's it, Villarreal, between Villarreal and Bayern, if we do make it over there, and I'm expecting us to make it to the semifinals. And then you have the resurgence of Newcastle. It's not going to be easy how it all came to be, but LFC is going to be doing some big things, guys. This is not going to be easy. This is not going to be easy. So we can't have negativity around us. Some of these fans that when something little go wrong, we can't have you guys around us. I don't even know what to say. I'm going blank. It's crazy. Like, I understand what Thiago was saying. When have you ever seen something like this? Sorry, I made a mistake. I said Lisbon. It's Benfica. I don't know why I keep calling them Lisbon. You guys see what's going to happen. You know, it's Benfica. Sorry, guys. But let's move on to the EPL. You know, what's going on for this weekend. Brighton is going to be facing Norwich. And then, of course, I told you Burnley got Man City coming through. It's going to be hot. Oh, man, it's going to be hot. Burnley can lose any points. Otherwise, they're going down. They got 3 games in hand, and they cannot afford to miss 1 point. Otherwise, they need at least those 3 games. They need at least 9 points out of those 3 just to be safe. So now we got Chelsea and Bradford. That's going to be a high power game, but I see Chelsea. However, I can see Burnley pulling something out here. I'm not going to jinx myself, but I can see Burnley doing something out here. So I'm hoping that Liverpool wins so that it stays that way. That means the pressure is on City. Liverpool can take the pressure. Leeds and Southampton, that's going to be exciting. I want to see Mr. March, if you are still got these Leeds people safe yet. Wolves and Aston Villa, that's going to be a good match too, Steven Gerrard. And then Man U versus Leicester. That match is going to be exciting. I can at Old Trafford, so maybe Man U might, you know, they might get away with it, but it's going to be tough because Leicester can still hurt them. On Sunday, of course, there's West Ham versus Everton. Everton lose this match, they're done. And then Spurs versus Newcastle. I do not see how Spurs beat Newcastle. They might, but they might not because they have been very, very, very going up and down. They need to win, otherwise they are top 4 done. Anyway, Arsenal plays on Monday. We talk about that on Sunday. So guys, thank you so much. I hope you had a great week. The weekend is here. Be easy, be calm, be chill, enjoy the matches. World Cup. Tomorrow they're doing their World Cup drawing. I hope Ghana gets a very presentable and group. We don't want this group of death that we've been getting. Like every time we go to a World Cup, we get a group of death. Please, not this time. Guys, enjoy tomorrow. The drawings for the World Cup. Weekend is here. Football is going to be crazy. This month, there's a whole lot of football coming up. So stay tuned with us. Please, like I said, share, subscribe, like, you know, take our name out there, share our name to all the platforms, let people see us. We still appreciate the new members who join us. Thank you so much. All right, guys, Quincy Bold, Archie, peace.